Hey, fellas. We got a doozy of a storm in today. So I figured I'd share with you what I normally do. Let's get our beads, anal beads set up here. And there we go. Let's get our chat turned on. All right. Can you all hear me okay? Well, let's get started and we'll find out. Hey, Phil, can you hear me all right? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Can you hear me? Here. Great. So I came out here to check on this and record a little video. Show you guys about the infinite wisdom of this big channel drain that was put in. And the thing is, when they put it in, there's a 4-inch pipe. But that is not enough to stop all this water. And worst off, they gave it no slope. So when it rains real hard, I have to come out here with this broom and push the water to a couple of yard drains I put over there that are connected to a big old sump pump. 2 of them, actually. Just to try to keep up with it. And there's been plenty of times, even with both, it's not enough to keep up with it. Real solution, redo all the drainage for this side of the house. What I've been doing the last 10 years, using this push broom. And then I've also got to clear the drain off over there, because it likes to fill up with debris. Luckily, I checked all this stuff last night. Pumps are working fine. Drain is clear. It's just so slow. I think there's a little bit of negative slope up in there, but I'm not entirely sure. That's just what I can feel when I've snaked it out a couple of times. And yeah, this is what I've got right now. It needs to be completely ripped up and redone. And I need to put at least a 6-inch pipe over here. I'm thinking maybe just take a trench all the way out to the creek and back. But we'll see. There we go. It's subsiding a little bit for now. You know, just give it a few minutes. It's supposed to be some pretty heavy storms over the next few hours. Hey, Jeep and Beer. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The worst one we had, let's see, we had, well, see, you can probably see the water line over there. Let me show you. Over here on the side here, right there. That was the water line from the worst one yet. Go to McDonald's, get the sad meal. Yeah. But yeah, so that was probably 18 inches of water right here. And that was with the door closed. It just came right up and in there. But yeah, I figured we could hang out a little bit, chat, while this gets handled. How's your guys' day going? Anybody up to anything fun? Let's get you shot up the driveway. Yeah, the primary problem right there is that driveway. It flows down the street, and there's a ditch on the other side. But the culvert pipe under the ditch is too undersized, so it overflows the ditch, comes up and over the street, and comes right down the driveway. So it's pretty substantial. But yeah, here we wait for the next surge of rain. But yeah, welcome to the garage. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's much like the kitchen. Here, let me take you off the little mothership here, and I'll give you guys a tour. So here's the new 650, the XR650L. It's 03. I still have bruises from last time I rode it. So much fun. Oh, there's some of the landscaping equipment. The MS661. Whole bunch of equipment from, business adventures. They even got the generator hooked up. Stuff still left to unpack. Yeah, here we are. So yeah, I told you it was a lot like the kitchen, or the kitchen sink at least. But yeah, here we are. This will be another project here soon that needs handling. But I figure one thing at a time. Get you guys snapped back in. Drainage first, yeah. Right, Phil. I know what you mean. Yeah, I got to get rid of these piles of wood that are waiting for me to cut. Get in here, fix the drainage. I figure it'll probably take me $5-6 grand, and I can redo this whole side of the house. Probably most of the house, actually. Yeah, the bike's pretty sweet, Brandon. Thanks. She loves to purr, and seems like she has all the nice little upgrades, make it a nice, comfortable ride. I really can't complain with what I paid for it. And I was kind of like a fan of the white of the new ones, but this black and red is growing on me. It's even got the aftermarket tank and everything. I had wanted that from the get-go. Let's see, I've got new bark busters here in a box. This one busted up on that first ride. It just broke right in half when I sat on the bike and fell over the other way. But yeah, I've got a new set of bark busters that need to go on there. Then I've got the quad lock mount to replace this one right here. This one busted that day too. But yeah, it's definitely fun to ride. Got the original little pouch and everything. Public road? No, that's the driveway. So the gate is right there. It's hard to see, but we got a 16-foot gate right there. It comes down this way and goes up to about right here. And then we've got a loop that goes up and around this little island right here where we have the garden. And last time they repaved this, they didn't repave that. And so it's falling apart. Worse than this is, obviously this is rough here. And yeah, the whole driveway needs to be redone. But last quote we got on that was like 50, 60,000 to do it in concrete. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, like I was talking to Phil a minute ago, drainage first. They put these little speed bump type things in there to try to control it. The last time that they to control the water, last time they did it, but they didn't give it anywhere to go other than this this drain right here, and this drain is woefully insufficient. On the other side of the house, over that way, there's actually a French drain that goes along the entire loop all the way down and then out to the creek. And there's a bit of a ditch there, so that does a whole lot better. But yeah, we get water in the garage from both sides of the driveway, and that's all on the street. If I didn't want to jack up this phone, I'd take you guys up there. Hey, Matthew, what's going on? We're just hanging out for a few minutes while I assess the rain here. We have got a insufficient drainage system. So every time we get a heavy rain, I come out here, man the broom, and sweep all the excess water that that drain won't take. And I sweep it over to a couple of yard drains that I put in that are piped to some pumps, big Zoller sump pumps. Each of them is capable of moving like was it 150 gallons a minute? See if I can give you a shot of where they are without getting the phone or me too wet. Yeah, I've got them right back there. It's hard to see, but it's there. And there's the 2 yard drains. One's right there, and the other one's right there. I had a third one right up here at the end of the speed bump, but the line got crushed by one of these giant oak rounds when it got dropped off by the truck. So the drain, to answer your question, goes back there to the creek. You can kind of see it back there. But us being at the back of the lot, there's absolutely no fall. And that pipe exits, you know, right at the surface pretty much. I get the feeling that they were worried about it backflowing, and so they didn't want to give it more fall, but they should have just given it more fall. I would trench off the side of that a bit. Yeah, that's the plan, Phil. I think we'll end up building a concrete trench to go along the side of the house, or I'll do a open top French drain, and then use this filter fabric that I have to line the whole thing so it doesn't fill up with sediment. And we'll just do that along. I'll put in a big 6-inch perforated pipe down there, and that'll handle all of this water. I might put in 2 of them. I thought about, you know, burying a culvert pipe back here and having that discharge and running it all the way up to, you know, up here somewhere. So I can capture all that water coming down this way over here, and then all the water coming down the driveway to right here. But yeah, I think just open French drain would be best. Can you plumb it into the drains with a sump pump? Well, Matthew, according to the county code, we are not allowed to, but I've got a manhole right over that way where I could dump it in and nobody would ever be the wiser. There was a while where I had the sump pump just sitting, you know, let me show you. Right here, I had this little itty bitty sump pump and one of those blue flexible, you know, pool draining tubes, and I would just run it up and over the fence since the neighbor's got a swale headed out to the creek. And that's what I did for a while. And then I finally put in the sump pumps. But I couldn't even bury them at full depth because I've got limestone at 18 inches. So definitely time to get a jackhammer out here. Time to get the excavator out here and to get this taken care of. Yeah, here we go. Here's the rain coming again. So back to the broom. You can tell it's really picking up. Let's see if you guys can see how thick that's getting. Let's see, adjust that angle some. But yeah, that's getting mighty thick out there. And let's just watch this fill up. Thanks, Phil. I've kind of got a lid on it now and kind of a temporary situation. But we've also got spec'd out what the permanent fix is. I just need to sit down and do it. Probably be about a week-long project. Yep, see what I tell you. We're filling up again. Probably be about a week-long project, but the kids will have fun with it. I'll have fun with it. It'll be all good. There we go. But yeah, until I get off my lazy backside, here I am sweeping water. Oh, that was a good one. You guys see that that lightning come on through? Oh, that was a nice one. You heard that, guys? Listen to her crack. There we go. Get that drain cleared off so it can drain properly. Yeah, we might be in for one here where those sump pumps can't keep up. Hell, here in a minute, I might need to get the second one going. Second one's not hooked up right now. They pulled too much power to run them both on the same circuit. So I've got another extension cord over at the front door in case I need to run this one. Ah. Wouldn't be surprised if the tornado sirens go off here any minute. We're supposed to get hit by a storm like this last night, but it went north of us. And there were about 100 reported tornadoes from what I've been told. So we're definitely here in the wet season. It always seems like every year we wait to find out if the April showers or the May showers bring the May flowers. And well, here it is, what is it? The 27th. So we just got the April showers, just barely. All right, let's keep that clear and draining. There we go. Oh, I lost a little bit of fuzz out of the room here. All right, seems like that's easing up a bit. Let's come and check in on you guys, see how you're all doing. Oh, man. Let's see. With the mini excavator and all the materials, shouldn't take more than the better part of a weekend. Yeah, Matthew, normally I'd agree, but I also have to cook and clean and take care of the dogs and the wife. So if I was in, I've done a few of these jobs before, and even when I was in peak form, it still would have taken me 3 or 4 days to do it all myself, because I've still got to go and dump all the waste material, you know, and just moving all that stuff. I mean, that's rough. If I rented all the equipment, it might be a weekend, but I would probably still budget it, you know, in my prime, 3 or 4 days, because I've got to do in front of the house too, and take it out the other side. Let's see, what size discharge on the pumps? Well, coming out of the pumps, I've got 2-inch PVC, and then it goes into 4-inch corrugated right now. Dug 250 feet and catch basin with a tiny mini excavator in about 6 hours. Put the drain pipe and filled it back in, 8 hours total. That was with my dad and uncle. Have a F450 dump truck. That helped a lot. Man, that dump truck would help out a lot. Well, did you backfill it with native soil? And what kind of native soil do you have? Here we have clay, and in a matter of a few days, that clay would fill up that pipe and it'd be completely useless. Even if I were to top it off with gravel, it'd only be a couple of years before, you know, that French drain is useless. The only solution in a situation like this is to use a filter fabric. Actually, you guys can see some of it left over right there. That is a woven geotextile. And what that does is it acts like a filter, keeps all the sediment of the clay out. And so it keeps your drain clean forever, essentially, as long as you don't have any like iron oxide buildup or any bacteria like that going on in there. So that's the goal. I'd be trenching down, you know, from way up yonder, back about 75 feet. Probably a good 18 inches down, maybe 24 at the deepest. Jelly Roll's biggest fan, right? But yeah, we'd be digging, you know, 18 to 24 inches the whole way. In French drain, pea gravel, over drain, piping some dirt. Piping same dirt that came out. Yeah, I got you, Matthew. Yeah, I've done it commercially, you know, a few times, and that, depending on your soil type, that might work, but I know for sure that won't work here. Even the systems that I put in, gosh, it's, what is it, 24 now? So it would have been 8 years ago. They're still flowing perfectly with zero reduction in flow. And that clay will just migrate in and it'll clog that pea gravel. Pea gravel is okay if you have a really sandy soil. And into the house, you. But here, it won't work. It just, like, it would work for a few weeks, but after that, it would just plug up. Now, if you guys are curious what sump pumps I'm running out there, I've actually got the box right here. It's actually a Wastemate submersible sewage pump. Each of them, they're the exact same one. Let's see. So yeah, vertical lift of 5 feet will give you 115 gallons a minute. I have 18 inches of lift. So yeah, that 150, 200 foot, or 200 gallon, yeah, 150, 160 gallon a minute is what these things are rated at. But these are absolute, like, amazing pumps. Love these things. When the first one burnt out, I bought another one, and I've still got the first one down there. I just have to manually turn it on. But yeah, so we'll trench back all the way from the driveway. Maybe add a pipe going over to this island we have, because after this this rain finishes here. Yeah, and Clay, it's a different story. You did landscaping, so you know the program. Exactly, Matthew. But yeah, this island over here, it'll weep water out of the driveway here. So I'll leave a stub out right over here for when we do redo the driveway to have a pipe go up for when we need to redo the retaining wall, because that's starting to age. And then we'll put a French drain behind that entire retaining wall to drain the island there and help preserve the new wall. Let's see. Are they solar powered or solar backup? Well, if you're talking about the sump pumps, those are just regular, 110. It's Zolar is the company with a Z. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let's see if I can get it here without being wet. Getting wet. No, you're not gonna be able to see it through this bush here. But yeah, the solar system is over there. But yeah, looks like things are easing up here, and I'm getting calls back inside. So if it starts coming down again, I will invite you gentlemen back. So I'm going to bounce for now, take care of some responsibilities, and check in with you guys later. Thanks for stopping by.